a car with me. Away, no start tabula.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another special episode of Sip and Khwati. Today we have a very special episode of the General King, the tabular, funny rap game. You understand? The legend. He's a legend. And he tonen, you understand? Probably in the province.
Not probably though.
Yeah,
Not
okay,
probably.
in the province.
Definitely in the province.
In the province, you understand? They say, liba beter ba verstaan. You understand? So which means the mensen van beter kan hulle verstaan. A lot of people have been asking for this episode. We are delivering, my people. Just be patient with us. We will get some money so soon.
I have a nigga from Longlands. Can you was Longlands?
Longlands.
Yeah, that man playing Longlands, man. That man pay me no deal. He say me I saw Cool's interview. Terms interview. Ek vang net for Cool no. Check. So excited, the man is all over.
But anyway, without any further ado.
It's your boy T the make a case of a boy, but the boys the ladies say Kerugale Goku are trained to Super Saiyan 3 rolling with.
Say to the LUX, StukkieBroer, Mr. Cool, come and collect the
voice of the Northern Cape. Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls,
niggas and bitches,
kings and queens,
lovers of
Davas.
We have another special episode today. Rich wearing Jadi Lazar gonna man.
My name is your problem.
Jonah.
Otherwise, it's cooler bag, the long lava light, aka Mr. 66 Ransa Biscuits.
Did you biscuits all drink?
Get the biscuits, Iba.
What did you know?
Oh my, mooi geleerd hoor. Koeken.
Dankie.
Skoeken.
Yeah.
Verder Jadi Laz. Maar nali die ding waar iets in, I don't know. Eri building nali die man. Hoor na. Every time I get this a rapper.
Luister, ek is a keister van die kasie. Jy man sit, as jy my sien, jy staan die kansie. Ek is die basie, staan vet, ek is kaji, hond straight, en ek kabu terug met die mazie. Dope shit van a klappie. Jy verstaan nie my staffie, ek school jo en jy bankie klasie, jy kan die passie, staan die jo passie. Jy check is regular hardies, no one chandies. Hond straight, new tricks, jy is man net papies, ek sê jo met die buk as die klasie, sê man slik. Ek is dik, jy is bezig man a anema sekund. Otherwise, Jens, ek hierdie so gaat zeeuw.
Hij heeft hem in die paard niet gehaald, klaar.
Ik wil hem nog zeggen.
Hij heeft hem klein die paard niet gehaald.
Let's get to the issues.
To the issues. Get to the issue.
Hoe kom niet?
Nee, me outie. Before we go even further, man. I just want to say, I think what Timo has said on his interview, to say again, as well, man, I want to give you flowers, man. Understand? I feel like man, so jealous. You guys haven't received. Maybe you guys have, but from us, you understand? I've listened from the podcast also, Mar. For ons that the jelly cake, understand? Just since from a young age, you understand? So when I say, "I chance, buy thank you. You guys paved the way. You guys are basically the reason we are here today."
Hey, me bra.
Zonder jealous, but players, there's a role. We might not see it, but the facts is there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and that's why, because without the man, that's he rap Taylux, rap T the make it, that's he something Khwati.
Next, it's a train on.
Hoe zal het gaan midden?
Nooit.
Ek glo nie aan daai nie. Ek glo aan Jelle het dat hy ding gehad. Maar Jelle het net die inspiration gehad, of die motivation gehad, nodig.
Ja.
Dit was daar een Jelle in.
Was daar wat Jelle in kom?
Okay,
well, fair enough.
Die motivation, die willen die vaart.
Die willen die vaart. Vaart om kom.
I receive.
Thank you.
I receive.
Thank you. So,
verder, for the people who don't know, man, who's Kuda Bag?
Nah.
He's cool.
Ja, man, cool is man net a boy next door. Third born van Omtani. Lang lava lighty. Ek like die baie goeders in. Ek like net hip-hop. Ek like mense, ek like boeken. Ek like information. Ek like positive vibes. En ek like craft.
Dat is cool.
Dat is hoe ek is. Ja, maar nog al die notes hier.
Ja, man.
Is jullie zo zoet?
Het is zoet, man. Het is een zoet episode. Een zoet episode.
Ja, nee. Papa zei iets zien. Dat is maar net cola ze hier binnen, Jens.
Ja, het gaat cola. Sober boys.
Ish. But the boys the latest.
Yeah, in terms of where did it all start for you, music wise?
Oh, music wise.
Jens gaan na dumuda. Hulle attack. Usay muna le goli muna.
Hey, kom hier, kom nou so
Jy moet net okay.
Nee, bij is maar net een bij, man.
Fine as jy rol.
Is ook bij ons, ze wil bij ons.
Ja.
It all started 2007. First year. Music wise.
Away.
It all started 2007. I was doing my first year KHOOL and I was doing graphic design by the time. That's where I parted my ways with graphic, with freehand sketch and poetry and battle rap. So now me writing music came into place. Ek het die baie mense gemiet. Ek het die baie mense geken wat musiek maak.
Ja. Around that date.
Around that date. So daar was net een kat wat hol. To mention the song Bacama Fly. When I first heard Bait Fast, hands down, terms the best.
Ja, is a Bait Fast song wat ons ken nie man.
Hoe ken jy nie van die song?
Maybe as ek hom hoor.
Nee, you don't know it.
Yeah,
you'd know the name.
So
it's like Bacama Fly, ne?
Yeah.
It's like you know it.
Yeah. So toe die song drop, and ek wil nie sê unfortunately nie, maar well, fortunately for hulle almal to kry Bacama Fly traction.
Yeah.
Mira's Bait Fast. So who meet ek en term. Ek het net core sound gespeel daar. As ek skoonmaak satise.
Ja.
Skoonmaak. So die ek sien die skele met die lang hare, met die hoekies van hom.
Jy sien die lang man.
Jy het ook gesê. So as hy cross is 'n ding van ek time hom ook. Ek time hom. Die kortskele met die lang hare. Ek cross al die detail. Ek ken nie waar toe gaan nie.
My cross.
Ek cross. Ek speel maar met cassette, is nog cassette hoor daai ding.
Pencil tea.
Bra. Jy verstaan.
Nee, jy verstaan.
Nee, bra. So as die chawa is 'n ding van we have a mutual friend, well, two mutual friends. One being Tsameko, Decoy, a quarterback, no. The other one being Lebsi, not the KTN Lebsi. So, was nog in 2007, ons Hollandse goeders, boom, ek vra vir Lebsi. Dat jy...
Tell was die first man.
Ja, so kort.
Ja, ik ken no.
So hy het eintlik gemaak ek en Tim en meet. Maar laat ek nou ken wie Tim is because of Lebsi.
Away.
Lebsi, ek vra vir Lebsi, man, is jy nie pepoose material nie. Ek was heavy op pepoose that day. Pepoose. So die man sê man, ek het die pepoose material nie, maar ek ken a skelem wat.
Cool. Kabasha pa so 90% Afrikaans man.
Jy man, ek weet dan so.
No, man, los die man.
Oh, you want me to go in there?
Yeah, you will not even go in.
Don't be a nigga.
No, I'm not a nigga. I'm way past the nigga stage. But anyway,
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, man, don't you have any pepoose material? He was like, no, I don't have, but I know somebody that'll hook you up. He did not mention name.
Oui.
Not knowing a praat van Tim. So as time goes by, yeah, man, material, yeah, man, as ek kyk nog daai man, yeah. Okay, sharp, boom. Yeah, man. Die man die kom nie met die pepoes nie.
Away.
Die man kom en boom, master is goed. Check. Aten goeders is die nie.
Ja, master is. like this. It's 2000s.
Swak.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Tim en die raw M Rush was bezig om de raw material te record at the time. I did not know. So was a tyd van as Tim Cross het nou nie weer verby gegaan nie. Ons is mos nou klaar nou acquainted nou om te sê nee man, ek is wie hier die twee ouens. So was 'n ding van man, ek ja studio. Ek laat sena mo go wena. Since ka Cross a tla mo go wena. Okay, no sharp. Kan ons aan Gabs. Any for Gabs. Gaan man net for the experience. I've never written a verse that I say that I'm going to record for a song at that time. Much like we did that for a year. Just him, when he goes to the studio, he goes through me, and then we go to the studio. It happened for a year. I said
At the time, you never recorded anything.
Nothing.
Damn. Yeah.
As ons daar is, ek sit maar net.
Studios was altyd so.
Ja.
It's always like that. As you kom kort, je sit bang.
Ja, je moet
relax. Je moet kyk wat maak die hond. Maar jy moet sy hond kou. That man, like, I don't think I would, sorry to deviate a bit here. I don't think I would, my creative process sal so as it if I had not met Tim. Specifically, Tim. Ja, dat is helemaal zo hond, bra. Het goed is op. Voor wie lijkt je een ballen?
Wie lijkt ik een ballen?
Wie?
Nee,
wie zijn
ik ballen.
Soe.
Ja.
Oh, zie.
Dat komt van, als een Spanish woord voor yes. Si.
Oh.
Die si komt van daar.
Oké, na kira Zidane. Nee.
Ik lijk Kaka.
Zidane maakt...
Je lijkt wie?
Kaka.
Wat is Kaka's eerste naam?
Ik ken niet zo'n naam.
Dat is een lang naam.
Nee, die man.
Die Kaka. Kaka zijn niet neem.
Ja.
Kaka zijn niet neem. But anyway...
Enzo.
Die man het bal gespeeld dat het makkelijk leek, man.
Ja.
Tim het rap so gemaakt voor mij. Zodat het zin gemaakt voor mij om te... Hoekom het hij met Master Ace gekomen voor mij? Dus ik, man, die skele ik luister die type muziek wat ik luister. Die muziek wat me zal kan bouwen. Verstaan je me? Ik is meer aan... Zoals ik jou nog gezegd heb, om te zeggen, ik like information, ik like... enige ding wat me zal bouwen. Ik is daar. Time went by, ek is so goed met dates nie. Time went by, we gaan ons Josie toe, recorded with DJ Hypnosis. DJ Hypnosis aan Aspana Lebo, Kulichana, Double HP, the likes. The rest is what you call history.
So,
ek sal nie alles disclose nie.
Hoe kom het gore Lemonka mixe Joe EP?
When we recorded both our EPs, the manager we had at the time was Gmo, Khwati. So he was doing the managerial things. He knew who to contact and what to do. So hy het met die skelm gepraat, bla bla bla, maar hy Klebebe Chilas bezig. Klebebe Chilas is my annual then yako Maftown. So he was like, Emana, you a DJ. I have these two artists. They're dropping both respectively. It is a tapes. Can you please mix and just mix the tapes? So yeah, that's how it happened. So head for Lemonka gaat klik. Ways. I can see down the question. You can net om to say, oh, Lemonka, good shot. So after that, it came to the result. Let's get these two Klebebe and Maftown As we even went to perform there, I think twice.
So that was nooit king die relationship hoe man okay ek gaan jou connect met Khwati of ek gaan connect met WHP like that connection was in nooit daar nie hoe man alles span saam over.
Not really, but I think along the lines it was going to come to that point because ons het al geperform in Khwati even before the Klebebeding. Ons het al geperform in Khwati, we exchanged numbers in a local Flowing Fountains, I think. Yeah, Flowing Fountain. At Lily JR. So yeah, I think along the lines it was going to come to that point. It was going to come to that point.
So the music has been growing since.
Well, I am here now. I am here now.
And even I wanna. Okay, I'm drifting away from the music thing.
Why are you drifting away from the
But
music?
it's about
No, we
the
can talk
music.
about
It's about the music.
Now you see you drifting away.
No, not away. I just have something in my mind, man, and it's something that I forgot to ask them. But luckily, I got the chance to talk. Why didn't Tim and KHOOL make it? Do you think?
Also,
When I say make it,
yeah, I wanna ask you the definition.
Hey,
of
I wanna ask, when you say make it, are we good?
yeah.
When you say make it, what is make it? When you are you talking mainstream TV and all of that?
When I say make it, I mean compared to the artists that you have met, the artists that you have met, the artists that made it maybe mainstream.
Okay.
But you have met it, then they weren't even mainstream. I'm sure
At
a
the
lot of
time,
artists,
even
yeah.
along the way.
Yeah. They might like, hey, I can with see van the hip hop sessions. He's probably the biggest artist right now. Understand? Why didn't Tim and KHOOL make it to that level that the whole country
Was expecting or looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think?
I think God has to do with everything. We are dealing with two different energies, two different entities, two different individuals. As much as we have a primary goal, we also have individual goals. But the bigger picture is God. If it did not happen, God did not want it to happen. It was not that time
Wasn't written
for
in stone.
us. It was not. It's nothing is written in stone. Or well, everything is written in stone. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, ek hoop ek het jou geantwoord. But regardless of dat, daar's ook ander goederse wat ons altyd, or moet ek sê die team. Ons kan beter gaan doen dit. Verstaan jy my? Ek het my eie demons timid probably om eie demons we are
As a
still
team,
as a team we all had our different ideologies of how we should have put ourselves up front. So yeah.
My question is this: how did it feel being cool? Being cool back then. How did it feel being and versus how does it feel being cool now?
Being cool now is very humble. Now it is humble. Back then, cool was, I am trying so hard not to show my flaws. I did not want to be known as the guy that drinks a lot, that smokes cigarette, that does weed, that bangs, that what?
It bangs.
You should think of his net. Yeah, man. By the way,
I did not want to be known or seen or deemed as Dalskelem. I was trying so hard to be in a corner or in that little cocoon of mine to a point where I could not handle it anymore. So everything after that, when it reached the pinnacle, everything was just overwhelming.
Came crashing.
Now it was like, I can't even. It is what it is. Anyway, it's God's speed.
Yeah.
It's God's willing.
So what you're saying is you hold it in because you were trying to portray.
Yeah,
this
Jim
type of
no,
character.
ek see een van die ouens wat naked raak op die mic nie. When I say naked on the mic, I'm talking about talking about myself nakedly. About I went through this and what. Ek sal hint van dit, dan staan Jimmy. Ek is hy tipe ou.
So what you're basically saying is that at that time you were holding in
a whole lot.
This character. Okay, this is me. I'm doing this. I don't want to be seen as this, So when it reached at some point, as that when it all.
Yeah.
So would you say that you were going through?
I was going through a lot, bruh.
Yeah,
I was hiding behind the music, and I was not. The music at that point, the music loved me. I did not love the music as such as I should have.
When now?
Before everything, when I say everything, I'm talking about when my flaws started showing.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy. And I want to believe my flaws started showing 2018. And that's a very special year for me, 2018.
What do you think triggered it for you to show?
Look, a whole lot of things contributed to that. It was the void of not having. Look, I was scared. I was scared that, firstly, my mom had passed in 2004. So I was doing grade 10. Ne? So metani ga bona me matric year. Metani ga gaola me eerste salary. Metani ga bona me eerste light.
Yeah.
What? I guess a very
even the achievements after
one like. So I was like, anything, let everything just come. Let everything just come. Thank you, Maskin. Let everything just come. So I get fool, man. Like I was wrong for that.
For the outburst. Or feeling that.
For not letting the people around me know what was going on.
So I take it also, you were probably suicidal also. Maybe.
Yeah.
When? 2018?
Around this time, and I faced
2018, the 23 of July.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mazana.
23 of July. What happened on that day?
2 July. So, Tim picked me up, Godla. He was still staying in Magoda, Yanakant. We recorded with McAwesomson songs. Recording session went well. We recorded a song called Seen It All. After that, sober.
Okay.
No weed, no alcohol. Around 12. Term drops midnight. Term drops me off at LWAAT. I just found myself having a moment for which reason or for what, I don't know, but it's something that I had not been planning. It was not something that was lurking in my mind. It was not something that I told somebody I am planning to do or whatnot. But it happened. I'm not gonna go deeply into it, but the morning I called him and then he invited me to the hospital, but I did not stay. That goes KH. I probably just said, "Ma, 2 minutes." I drop, shower, shower, and then to sitting there over 2 minutes, I had to rube computer him and I fat me so. I'm still asking myself as to what actually triggered that.
And some.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to get graphical. Are you saying you attempted
Yep.
suicide?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have discussed.
He said he doesn't want to just go into that.
Yeah, that's why. Like,
Honestly.
I want to didn't say it.
Let me see. Damn.
Yeah, I think when you
I can laugh about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean when you.
This is, mind you, this is the very first time I'm being so candid, if I should be, about the situation. I've never openly spoken about it.
And you say you can laugh about it now.
Yeah, now I can laugh
It
about it.
shows that probably you did.
I have forgiven myself.
Yeah.
I have accepted a few things about myself, and I am on my way to being
This is
a
2018.
better 2018, bruh. I'm cocooned. What's striking? I'm cocooned.
Post this.
I'm talking to. Can I curse?
Yeah.
I'm talking to fucking birds. Like literally.
Jesus.
And mind you, they're talking back.
Yeah, man.
Yo, like,
No, let me tell you what happens. Ne? Khaki nyatse batho baba, and I'm not talking down on people that don't believe in ancestry. But leave them a baby ling. Khona le dai
Yeah.
ancestry. Jacob ngwana mang
That's ancestry away.
One tlhaloganya. So at that point, it was a tipping point. So everything was just. Ke ne kgona go dula ke utla batho ko. What is the nearest stone? Kanoka.
Ganjan.
Ni lanjani.
That's the tone.
Stone. Donker
Kimberley.
hoek mo so.
Even the land,
Donkers.
Donkerhoek,
Saka.
Ulana.
Bulana.
Ke kgona go dula ke utla di voices ko Hulana. It was that intense.
Now this, because there was a time, ne? I've known you for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've known you for a long time. There was a time whereby where I am now, I can call it a phase. It's a phase. You were in a phase whereby you were drinking a lot. Ne?
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they come to me, yeah, man, no, cool.
Yeah.
Verstaan
But
je?
cover that's ook paar mensen bij horen. They've met you through me. It's like, I got a picture of that man. Die man kill meet that man. So when they see you next time, obviously
Yeah,
they wanna
man.
have a conversation.
With
They
Joe,
know.
yeah, man. Wat
Kiang.
gaat dan? Verstaan je? I remember this one friend of mine, he said me, man, nah man, is he cool daar nie man. Because what I had in my mind for cool, I expected to be cool.
Someone cool.
You understand?
Yeah.
You
It's
understand?
understandable, my brother, because Jimin Cake, to say, it goes back to what I was saying about the character that I was before the tipping point. No flaws, demand die rap term is a goeie rapper. He present himself goed in the public eye. To me, it was so much, bruh. It came to a point where it was so much. It was heavy.
So you're portraying someone that you want.
Not to say that I am that person, but I had not at that point accepted the things that I was supposed to deal with. I did not face them. Sanjay, I did not face those things.
It comes with a lot of expectations from people.
Bruh, you cannot be. Kijk, je zal niet komen genie, man. J. J.
Mijn daar komt
Je zal niet komen genie. Je is een rapper hier door die vlak.
Los hem,
Okay,
los
je is
hem,
een
boy.
rapper,
Los hem.
wherever. Maar je, in je kamer ingaan, of je space ko belang dingen. Je is zo 100% self.
Yeah.
Ja, je on
Ja, true.
Yeah.
When I sit on that bed, bruh, I would cry.
If your artist, let's say, how do you your camera, ne? And now your
I could be
artist,
having the best time of my life.
Yeah.
As soon as I walk in there,
I mean,
Bed.
everything now.
cool. I mean, even when you get creative as cool now, ne? In your camera and what, ne? You're not even being cool. You're just being chwaro.
Away.
Away.
Yeah, it's when you step out because people see cool.
That goes to say now. By men so wait is a verse. We've been talking about my verse for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
You sent me the beat. I'm gonna write on it. Sharp. Nah, I'm not gonna write on it. Nah, I'm gonna write. Bruh.
I prefer that.
Because of the men's okwalang diverse, more little cocoon, more little space. The city seldom men's or recording diverse.
True.
The energy is the seldom. So it is what it is. It's what
So
it is.
the overly drinking and what chalk and what it after like the attempt. You going through the yellow.
It went haywire after that. It paused for a little bit. But even after I could hear me Tanya Buale now, Remona. You might as well drink. Drink, but responsibly. Drink, but responsibly. I remember the first gig we ever got after me having this incident. We had 2 gigs. One go.
Bunny Oceans.
No.
I know you guys performed that.
Yeah, that was no after
Boy,
these
everybody, man.
2 now.
Yeah.
These no. Ni. We start in Warrenton one night. So we went to Rikwastad, performed. On our way back, we had a piss stop. Metanika Bualena. While I was pissing, Metanika Bualena, sharp na. And then I got in. Just before I got in, we got Temara, Lemonka, boom, boom, boom. I will not disclose that.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, man, I'm done with around net on Tadidi. It's enough. Sell that thing. Pick up a mold. I never know to get a malt on it. Haka hesitate kijk maar Kijk, niet om te...
In a bad way.
Nee, niet in a bad way. Nie. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
But I am this person because I am this person. Who else should I be? There's a lot going on in here. That's why I get so buyer, if you may, insight about everything. Praatje van politics, ek is daar. Praatje van hygiene, ek is daar. Praatje van head input. You know,
So around you never felt like I'm not going to check, man, because
Kijk,
spiritually, because of what I was see who
kijk, it happens.
Because I think I would think, yo, as ik begin voices word, I check, ik moet ook sangolo voice. Yeah.
Not everybody that goes through that has to be a sangoma. A whole lot of sangomas right now. Baakedichu.
Heavy.
Life.
Heavy.
Life. Baie van hulle. Baakedichu.
Hello, mta sangoma visa sa.
And okopole. Not everybody.
For the go bella. Attend.
O gqoka ngibaga ke sangoma. Not everybody. I stand to be set to be corrected. Not everybody ogqoka ngibaga ke sangoma.
Yeah. And I mean it's prophets. And I mean
so
protections or whatever.
But which also leads to the question whereby
make KHOOL raak. Hey bly klaar.
Ja.
Next
week KHOOL en die baie bly kom hier.
Ek is na.
Which leads the thing to again on our parents at home, né? They don't kry nou so tani iskel jo elke dag, heel dag vir enige ding man. Maybe you can het ook om eie traumas. Understand? Ons ouers they don't have the resources and things that we have now. They couldn't speak out and what. You understand? So their traumas reflect on us.
Plus on my big idea.
Man drink KHOOL.
Man.
You understand? You understand? They reflect up on us, which traumatize for ons ook. You understand? But no, since don't you think in terms of your family, né? It rub off in some of listen.
No. I'm already answering you no.
It rubbed off on who?
The demons are mine, and I was supposed to have dealt with certain things in a different manner, which wouldn't have led me to being this too much alcohol drinking person and silly decision making individual. It has nothing to do with... I was raised well. I did flaw by my own.
No, I'm not speaking in terms of it happened to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, you generally speaking.
The effects that comes off of you to the next. Maybe like...
Okay.
Like, maybe as cool if he's sober. We experience a different person compared to when he's drunk. Understand what I'm saying? Maybe... family man. Like if Chwaro was going through, if maybe as Nika cooked it, we would have experienced a different person. He
would have handled the ordeal differently.
We would have experienced him more.
Yeah, honestly.
And you understand what I'm saying? So as a dung fan, don't you think like it did that effect? Sorry to go so deep, but yeah.
Like I said, my bro, I have only out of 5 fingers, I have only myself to point at. Because as a matured person, matured individual, you know what's right and what's wrong. You know, you cannot, your reaction is your reaction. You cannot control that. You can try to, if you can, I want to believe it's a bonus. Sanjay. But how you react to certain situations, it is not a thing, yeah. Mang anare. Wena we tsile yang. Or mang udirle eng. Wena, how did you react to it? You knew, I'm to say, you have choices to deal with it this way and that way. You chose that way. Or maybe you did not even think at the time. So, I'm not one to point fingers.
Yeah. So, kindidung. Didung skione dilang usie D1.
Kaka tlogela D1N.
D1N ish D1.
Kaka tlogela
D1N. Yeah. Kione dilang e go driftile away gore o pushe samale green room.
Look,
because can bua le tema ba re mona ke mo ke hangitla ka bam tse ke se dileng o fula mtse like ke taba ya nako isin. I was thinking ke taba ya nako because sometimes you get that when how when only biesa bone ba me ba kustu or something and then how when only free to be as two bone ga ba free o tlala se ke misane maybe ke re ding e ding hore diamond sana da because ana fula mna we are trying to get this man ulti but the man has said dana ipatane da so maybe the man no tepile
I see the reason.
What is the reason?
2 years prior.
Yes, 2 years prior from what?
No,
from what?
after 2018.
So it's 2020 now.
Yeah, 2020. 2020. Number 2020. Okay,
Yeah.
but I had told Tim several times, from my second, if you feel like I'm slacking, don't ever hold back. Pusher. You know what you want. Several times. Several times. Not once, not twice. Several times. My second, if you feel like I'm slacking, I don't want to be the reason why you are going to say in the future that he hold me back.
Yeah.
I don't want to be looked at as that nigga that holds you back. I don't want to be looked at somebody that help. I don't believe that he sees me that way. I just think that he's more disappointed that I was not open with him regarding my situation. Because of I am not an open book. I am not. Even at home, hake motho buang. Tampona net aki totleletsela book or phone. Hake le mo phone nge say that een van 3 goed dirse. Game, boeka, okay, boeka. Facebook and on WhatsApp and then takwala.
Yeah, cool. So, what would you say? Kinsi dilango suspend of your mere date labor and end up spending more time like unstable.
Because kiniki fulam to say
to end up recording or could I stable or it via to come via to not really roll but in tabazabo get me half and that.
We had a meeting before I could even go to Rugged Camp. We had a meeting, me, Lemonka, Mazop, Boogie. Boogie. And then even before that, Tidal Wave had told us, for gents, in the future you are going to be feeling like you have to do the solo run.
Yeah.
At other stables. It is not wrong. We are not limiting you to that point. So I felt my solo run, I will not do it go D1N because I had a certain sound in my head that the term and cool sound, I'm sorry if I'm going to be offensive, but I feel like ke utlile EP ya ga term, like solo EP. Ke utlile from EP. I feel like it's you like it transite drop.
Oh, ne.
It transite drop. I get bule ka tibitse for.
Oh, yeah.
So ke utlile that tape. It is more term and cool than anything else. Ga ke bui nonsense. Term is my bra. Khazanke ra crossana re sa gritan.
For me, I would say it makes sense why ele more term cool. Like
what? I can read something about Tim. Tim is by a scam. Tim is scam. Even on stage, Tim is scam. What are more on about Masakin? To energy. Ke wena o dirileng ke. Not knowing Hore. Lena, self, I feed off his energy. It has work. That's me broer, me bra. Nothing will ever. I have met people back using se ba tlousole tema ba tema ba railing to say kharesama or whatever blah blah blah. Baba tlo go ntayang gore tema a reng. And I never went to them ke mo ra kre.
That's exaggeration.
I am not that type of dude. So I was just like, I understand, I respect the way he feels. I just wish he could understand the person that I was or the person that I am. Maar that's my broer day.
Yeah,
there's no brother's keeper.
That one
do you
stays.
ever believe Tim and Cool would come back together?
On my side,
this
yes.
Man hasn't answered my question. Young, like that yellow thing oh, I can't on a different sound and that. So how does it come for because when you guys were booked some go PMB Postman's homecoming of Canadian. You guys were booked it also. It's what he's saying, okay, you guys were booked also, and then jiggy skill about to a half years and but it's terming cool. Whereas you're not doing to hit king to solo chandida.
No, I was doing my solo chandida. Let me tell you why. I had already heard through the grapevine on the say term regardile term and cool as separate. Because of the amount of time I can spend green room. At the time, O1 was not even existing. So I was not even recording. So it hurt me, but I understood and I respected his feelings. We were supposed to have performed again, you saw.
Yeah, I know that one.
Pulebena, sharp. Came through. Bang phone yela die da. Hore. Emana asableef ke kopanet o tla dire ing. I was like, Emana, but if go sena term and cool ya ka tema bua. then it means to say we need to share.
Yeah.
If it means whoever was among and whatever, Khwati is not one. So in my mind, I was like, okay, no, let me see where this thing is gonna stretch. Some cut, it's a make cut. I will go. I am going, by the way. I came here, Tim was not here.
Why do you think that?
He was disappointed, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
He was disappointed.
So,
like I said, I don't blame him.
What I'm getting to sharp, you guys had the fall off because of where, number one, because of what you were going through.
Yeah.
But also, what made it worse,
misunderstanding. Squabbles in between.
Yeah.
Squabbles in between.
Yeah. Like,
I just wish, leave a no, it's all right, Taylux, before it has set up, it's all right, Taylux, you know, I wish, can about how rat Masagan pull through to my interview. Pull through, retro bua di den, yaka majens. I had this contact. We don't talk much, we don't chat much. Last time ki bua le ene enele right after interviewer yaka dropper. It became bigger up. Yamana Masagan dope interview. Dope interview. I don't want di session. What a tlhaloganya why can you say diamonds?
Yeah.
Hopefully, what a tlhaloganya. So sabra. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. So jo delay rugged camp now because you found out for okay, me and Tim high of you. So
easy then when Irle Lemonka le mazopo baya go boogie ba go meet na le boogie. Bana go meet actually boogie.
yeah.
In a letter then ya hore mana KHOOL as a solo artist is rugged camp. As a solo artist, rugged camp. Can do whatever, but as Tim and KHOOL, he's still D1N. Who stop?
Yeah.
I'm still talking to Lemonka, I'm still talking to Mazop, Taylux, Dog, Tone. So we cool, bruh. It hit Tim. Me and Tim Tim is a very passionate person. When it comes to especially work, that's kind of a push. That's kind of he doesn't get into studio and play. One taloha yema like olobone re nya dintsi.
I didn't see.
Intsi di boko what.
Oh yeah, clearly.
So Tim is a scale me, bro. Tim a fatom craft.
Serious. Manard.
They're serious for me sometimes.
Okay, muna relax.
Kululeka muna. But I understand, bro.
Yeah.
I understand.
Cool. Luleka.
So, but I understand me, bro. That man is passionate, bro. That man is blind passionate. That's me, brother.
Hey, cool. How was it working with Rugged Camp? Because for me as a KHOOL fan, né? I was always just looking at it like yes. Man, like fulangare ba pamojo train, like not as a rapper, but as like a KHOOL fan, like yes. We are performing where KHOOL cannot bulang. Everywhere KHOOL cannot bulang. And obviously if you open car, what's this? A subjuni vieni. The attention is there and Vadamana. And then it's the features, KHOOL is there. It's what's going on with that? Like
now.
For me, I'm not saying
no, I understand. Can I keep fulangsu? Rapper said egos vadida is. Rappers really eerste gaan nie. Even in a cypher, bruh. Rappers don't want to rap first. I don't mind. I don't mind. I know I'm good. I know I'm good. And I figure when you set off the tone right, fully, everything will be dope. It sets off the pace. It sets off the mood. It sets off the environment. So I'm just like, bruh, let me. Ka easy.
But out of the songs that you have made, I've green room dog. I've heard probably songs people never heard. But I've heard a few songs. That song van Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Anita Ganza one gav.
Yo.
Ana manne gaan Henny sip, ana manne gaan gossip.
Ek hoop
jy verstaan.
Dog.
Dat lyn in van Raincoat. Wat sê hy lyn man? Van die
Closer. Jy moet my luister maar na
Raincoat.
Dog, that's a
That verse is crazy.
Sinje, daar is die beleid sê die kwalang ek le ko dla. And then ke be ke studio nka jone. Ma ha di kwale ka dai. Rhythm ya. Ana ki di kwala ka rhythm da studio.
Soos jy my gaat tell dat jy dink jy touchline gaan in die studio en hy bas
Ja, ek is moet dat
No,
sê.
like,
He already has the bus.
Yeah.
So se
Ek
kwalang
kan maar
ko
net
dla.
die flow.
So se kwalang ko dla. Is we kwala mandi mentality. Okay, ne ke tlo go deliver as so. Maar ons ko studio is a different
Dis 'n ander
environment.
ding weer.
Verstaan jy my? Dis wat ek kwala enige ding op studio. Enige ding.
Even the song Owand. Ons praat altyd om te sê man. I feel like after a long time, yeah, you haven't released something, ne? To come to an Owand. I think the last time you dropped was with the album, ne? If I'm not mistaken.
The last time we dropped, it was
Before Owand.
before 01 is no, it was the EP.
Wasn't 95.
After 95.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's not near thing. It's gold.
What Max on it, I
Yeah,
soul
the Jigsaw
dedication.
song.
Yes.
Cow.
That's actually the Menko song.
Got a couple minutes on my phone.
Bra Max. Max kincha.
Yo, hey.
Ke kopa lu sirile se
Staan jy mona?
kopa lu sirile se Max is wo.
Ek is Aaron dat.
Aaron the plumber da.
Next is a top. Ek staan op.
In a real way. I don't like that.
Nie kan praat nie.
Max is a genius, bro.
He's ahead of his time. He's ahead of his time. Him now, what I want to ask is, fuck.
Van die songs. Jy gaan vra van die songs no. The last song it.
No, listen, wait.
Yeah,
Before I
nee,
lose, you know, before I lose my.
Kan ek my voel uit?
Nee.
Wacht eerst. YouTube is best. What is song?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's a song whereby you can tell us, "Pesach mana oh, she's like oh, me." Understand? Oh, it's I think it's the first, if I'm not mistaken, under Rugged Camp.
Yeah.
It's a single. Ne?
Yeah.
Under Rugged Camp, you can. I expected it. How did it come for OG to become on the song? Ek voel, ne? OG's verse is dope. I know the verse from back to forth. Dope fucking verse. But I feel like it would have been much more better if you have done it alone. Yeah, no, it's done. You understand? I feel like it would have been much better if you would have done it alone. And I'm speaking what to feel. Because I'm speaking from a fan perspective. Not to say, hey, Taylux, but I'm a fan. You understand? I feel like it would have been much more as cool to a verse I had of this song. You understand?
And I had my second verse. Here's the thing. We were bored on a Sunday. The studio was at the back.
After.
Bang.
So
And Peter, OJ came through. He came through.
OJ was like, we are sitting here, we are bored, we are just sipping.
And he will span that.
Let's hook up some. And then I was nog fresh nyana to Rugged Camp. So work ethic, my presence inspired on work ethic. So, and you said that, yeah, I can key. And let them not send him a studio. Then I'm a studio. He did the beat. Whilst doing the beat, I'm just reciting the hook.
And people don't understand one. When it comes to OJ, man, OJ is a one gents.
He is.
Man,
He
he had the
is.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Yeah. It's a one, man. It's a one. You understand? OJ is a
And also give
fucking
you a
one.
puppy.
Dope tricks.
Yeah,
Dope
man,
tricks.
it's okay a puppy.
Dope tricks.
Yeah.
Dope tricks. Okay.
Because now if you say he's not an O1, it's like
To the start,
No
bro.
way.
yeah, like me that. You know podcasting is so.
so-
You say this, somebody's gonna take it in there.
Yeah.
But-
see a O1, say it's a top one.
But OJ, I think we've all worked with OJ.
Yeah.
OJ, again, for me and OJ, I met OJ. Me and OJ is the same age. I met OJ, I was probably 13 years. We're 13, 14. Goed, na daarom. We've been friends ever since. You understand? But ik beginne rap, he came in. He knew nothing about FL Studio. He doesn't know FL. You understand? He didn't know it. Everything that he knows today is. I got my nooit self geleerd to make beats. I can't make beats. I can't produce. To see him to
Tim
say,
can, not me.
to see him to say, he's bereid level wat hij is. You understand? I will maar net say, for the people that choose, mensen nemen maar niet aan. Yo, die boeien strong.
Now you must know it. Remember my
Die boeien strong.
Yo, the boy is strong. Remember saying that to come
Yo!
Wat man?
Ik wil maar skeren kant is a pap. Chandy man.
This
Anyway.
in. But yeah, sorry man to cut the train off. He was vibing in the studio. And
then the chorus came about. Before you could even finish the beat production, Abanta Remana record the chorus. Recorded the chorus while I'm still busy preparing my verse or starting with my verse. He writes his verse. He goes in, writes his verse. Records his verse.
Doesn't
Gets out. I'm like, hey.
yeah, hey, oh.
Never O1
There's a one.
Renole ka go tshwana tla.
That me no ni.
O sa batla go tla ka jo go dirisa. But otherwise, it was platonic, man. Like I did not feel I should limit myself in terms of what I'm going to. It was not a plan ya go ntsha se ke tlo go se recordang. It was not a planned thing. I feel like he initiated everything from the beat, from even us going into the studio. Because we were sitting outside and just jamming to music. I was like, okay. And after that, I was like, yeah, man, you know, after the song now, I was like, yeah, man, this is going to be the remix. We're not going to release this one first. I'm going to take out your verse and I'm going to record a second verse for my... I think I want to make this my first single.
Yeah.
So what you told me about, you made an example, is it with... There's a song. It's a single song. He made different versions of that song.
Pastor Rhymes.
Pastor Rhymes. No, man. I just forget. It's a song. It's a very famous song. As an artist, it's a big song. He made the very different versions of one song. So I think we had the conversation.
Joe?
I don't know.
At the flat. Pause it. Oh, but somebody flat.
But you seen. You can't explain it. But yeah, never mind.
But it's the same thing. I wanted to do something like that. Like, don't touch it, bring it, babe, watch it.
That's the song.
Yeah, it's all Pastor Rhymes.
Sorry. Yeah.
I wanted, nobody has ever done it.
Yeah.
Especially Modla. I feel there's so much lacking Modla that we can touch on, that we are afraid. We are afraid to touch on those things to a point where ons popularity ya di maisa without us having touched it.
King het hy goed.
Een van die goederse is rallying behind one song as unity, as one Kimberley. Ne? As one Kimberley. We decide on this, wie is the hottest now?
Menu.
No, it's me.
Menu. Right. What is Menu's hottest song?
For now, Kele really be to that everybody is singing right now.
Emona Kirata Peterson said, yeah, dropping no.
Kipichi.
Yo!
Khalebale.
Kipichi. What?
For the shops.
Oh, that freestyle.
Oh, the
yeah.
freestyle. Oh, yeah, the
Yo.
freestyle.
Yo. Yeah, gents. But anyway, we recognize one song from this one artist. We all really behind it. We all really not behind the song or behind the artist. We really behind both. I'm the same man. I'm not jarring we push a nedi scale mono. Dimaneta moors song because if it takes so much for one song, bruh, to reach the right ears.
Yeah.
We Chimaka book, she create you booking, what now? The same man, that too cheaper. Put it into investing in your video. It's a thing, ya hore. Ons almal, we push behind this KLM or this KLMS.
I think it can only work like that if really like if we see each other, so it's like an umbrella. Okay, we push a road.
I think by now you're smart enough to see who is behind you. You've been in the game for a very long time, and by now you should know who is behind you. How much? It is not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but what I'm saying is it's doable, bro. It is doable, bro.
Yeah, name it. But on a lighter note, man.
Yeah, but
you wanted to ask us something?
Wat dink julle van wat Khwati? What is Khwati?
I was coming to that.
Even I think Khwati is just a skr of Wheaty.
But then there's Wheaty, there's LWAAT also.
Listen to what I'm saying. LWAAT.
Oh, it was LWAAT the music or the language? What was LWAAT?
LWAAT was the culture. LWAAT was the movement, or not was, is.
So
when I think, I just.
What? Let's not real.
We are strong.
Hey, het me so gesê.
As investigation, miss.
By the way, jy praat van die boeie, ne? Baba Black. Dis was die boeie, me, ja. Daar is nog die. Ek het dit Khwati. For me was net 'n song.
Yeah.
Die scale die kom by me. En when I have this song, what. Khwati. The fuck is Khwati now?
God, no, yeah.
The first time I ever heard somebody mention Khwati to me was through D-Scalen.
Ish, my name is on the books, Chance. You kill over.
But factually speaking, Nebra, I'm not trying to be this and that. I did not understand, even then, I did not understand what Khwati is. Because of, from starters, jy ken skes hoe wat Khwati geskrywe nie.
We had the conversation.
Because of
We had the
we
conversation.
differently.
Yeah.
On the keyboard it's different.
Yeah. Quitty must. Quitty keyboard.
Squared.
Word.
Yeah. I think what? Okay, let me tell you what I think. What Khwati is now.
And then you'll tell me what you know. I don't know, Yana. You will tell me what you think. Then you will tell me what you know.
I think what I think is what I know and what I want to believe it is.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, just to have peace with everything that's happening. For me to just connect it. Okay, but and it's so yeah. It's like, who came with LWAAT? Who said them now? This music that we are doing is called LWAAT.
Term.
Term said
But the person that uttered the word LWAAT, the term LWAAT, is Twa.
Twa.
Yeah. Twa is Tidal Wave's cousin.
Kimod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's like that for me. So for me it was that. For him now, okay. So but by Kimberley, ne? Rebuwa di sell the either way. Ne? And in the way rebuwa got thing, there's always the mahokwaling like sort of punchline, sort of in a, like a reference. So it's like him na ekenamaka cane. You know where the cane comes from.
Hey, wabona yano. This is what separates LWAAT from Khwati. Khwati, 99.99%, it is based on codes. Kona the slang, kona the codes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Khwati,
No yana. Khwati is based on codes.
Yeah.
But
But then listen. But then
that is Khwati. No, it's not.
No, you know why you think it's codes? Eh? Because how VMware sell the clicks. The kids that are growing up, babua bone su. Bone to them is like, but it's not just me and my pastor born so. Even if Kichwa Hikibaki meet an even man so cause gay, Lebana poor the sell the tal.
See.
Make
me an example. Brad is Khwati wise.
I wouldn't be like him now. Like, okay, this is Khwati. I don't think like I can him now. Like this is it.
Can't you van is ding?
Van no thing that is van like.
Wat Khwati is.
Yeah.
Wat je denkt om ze ek verstaan om
Engine.
Context?
Demand wabais.
Yeah.
And no start something like engine.
We're all happy.
Tifang. When I talk like in without petrol of it.
Hey.
Tifang.
It's move.
But animals is like him na ne. Engine.
Hey, wabona ke code ya no
Yeah, it's a code. Yeah, it's what you're saying. Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Jelle praat die goed dirse tussen julle se vriende. I'm not trying to offend anybody.
Yeah.
Jelle praat die ding tussen julle se vriende, dan dink jy om sy die hele Kimberley sal moet ken. It doesn't work that way, Jens.
It has always been like that. Kimberley Mensa has always spoken in codes.
It
has always been like that.
Yeah. Like the code has broken the point where it is only me and my friends. Doe. Sao. Is brood en 'n sport. Daisy quote me. That is Kimberley slang. That is LWAAT. You sing?
And
Tamzia. Wat is Tamzia?
And Wabana. I think that's what Lizzy is fighting for her, but then
no
you guys
offense,
are
me,
stealing. Cool. Lizzy is fighting. You and Lizzy are fighting for the same thing as Manel Le Mode. Modi side, but Lizzy is like him. Na I came with Khwati me and my plastic.
Nah.
Take him with the name.
What the name?
That's what they say. Ashwara. That's what they say for him now. We
get him on the podcast. And invite me.
Debate for my Khwati debate.
You guys are on the same thing because he first him na. Ke rona re qaleng go bua so. Ke rona re day. Just engine but ke rona re qaleng go bua so and then everybody just caught up.
Okay.
But now me then yeah, everybody caught up and now it's ke re se batho botlhe ba se buang. Although
Show me. We're living in a digital space or digital era. Ne? Nothing is new under the sun. What you come up with is just what you come up. If it's fresh, if it's fresh for you and your friends, that is what it is. Don't ever think Anna means Asana.
yeah, ne?
Even any slang in we've been talking about because of the reason why people speak in codes is because of everybody understands everybody because of we are in a certain place.
Yeah.
So now we are trying to break this barrier. I don't want him or her to understand.
Yeah.
And it is Kamajida.
Yeah,
Kamajida.
En als het met zijn als het met zijn ga je pietal weer zeggen.
Eh, bo, sina for now.
Passe.
So that's a quad.
You see why? You see why I brought LWAAT? It colors so like we are going to say like and obviously someone's gonna ask like Neke Khwati. And then you meet somebody who but then maybe it's not that deep, but now it becomes okay, mana. Watch what? And now it keeps going on. What you know as Khwati is no longer Khwati because of it. It's out of your hands. It evolved. It's out of your hands. There's no, like, let's say, can say, na ke shapa Khwati aba fit.
Buffet took it one up. No, I get it. But no.
But I feel like at this point,
bigger picture.
Like Kimberley lingo, although we know what Kimberley lingo is, like 60% different from Khwati, let's say other word and other quotes. You can't change it. You can't run from it. To telling kids more TikTok like, Kimberley means about but it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. The kids are going to push it.
By mense bantacha more inbox as you can say, I'm not cool. These people are these ladies are disrespecting. I'm like, no, nobody's messing up nothing.
Anything.
Nothing.
Yeah. True.
Let the boys be, bro. Let the mense be. You. Otherwise, it can be a B movie.
Yeah.
Let the mense be. But let us also be all involved. Now imagine, how am I supposed to push something that I don't understand?
Yeah.
Coming from my era, how am I supposed to push something if I don't understand the terms or the codes, rather?
Yeah. So now, if
somebody knows it, man.
Even if Geneva like can feel like, yeah, but nage shapa Khwati aba fetu. Somebody can say, but because
I swear.
Jizina Susan says as quota for different areas of change of process Ian wood. And then
praat van a pot. Julle sê nie pot nie. Ja, pot is Khwati maybe. Maar julle sal miskien
And I think that can differentiate them to say you can work on what block is the man.
Yeah.
For certain words.
It's why on it. It's why. That's not whoop now.
No dealers, ne? Me and this man has been using this word tabula. Just everything we say we tabula.
Ronald is a setup.
What is setup?
ena ga deng e nyena le go dirisang for trouble like it
Yeah.
Tabula ke twa.
like setup ye mo tlogela setup
Ne tabula.
D1N khona fula. Yes, is like a tabula zena ngile somtabula.
eh rona re dirisa di backroom
What happened?
What said him man?
rona re dirisa di backroom
Ke answer Khwati, but then what happens if that Khwati ya no mo di elements?
yaanong
But we have proven what I've coming. We have proven.
Yeah.
but no going forward gents the bigger picture is are we going forward Mandideng and other people that are not from here understanding what we are trying to say because of even now ons gebruik spitori slang
That's animated as a Khwati.
eh hulle se ba bitsa Khwati
Nee.
Loresa Madlera Obo bra it's so much that's happening except money terug and accept me more
En tabula.
ek tabula
En tabula di tabula se.
get me set up in yanten
Ja, nee.
Yeah, ne ka bona frustration eva because
me bra like going forward
we are losing us.
Mm.
Je fam.
And
But
the
you know,
other
it's like religion talk. The
Ne
Khwati talk.
utla.
Yeah.
We are
There's
losing
never a
us.
conclusion
Never.
Yeah, cool. In the pursuit of being different, we are losing us. And because everybody wants to understand the other one.
cake nalele menko ra bua ba ye ong sendela di ga ngitla ke go ra sa gamang ong sendela di TikTok
Ba wa skater. Ba ta
a re mona bona hela yana batho ba mpotsa gore mse a ke tswa Kimberley because of the nonsense
a ke bua tamzi.
not even that ke be ke bora ke re mena le menko ke culture dileng ya gola a re ebu mar dileng ga e bui mo Kimberley a re bone di yele instruments ba iseng ma caster ba mo raya gore Disney caster ni
Yeah.
ba ga caster so
Yeah.
You can.
woo
Me man, me pa. Nee.
Pasanje ekeni eketo ba si max
Nee. But you understand, there are certain things you can.
honestly me bra we need to identify ourselves gore why are we really doing this
Ne.
Me and this man, we have this ideal podcast, ne? Whereby ons kry die hele manne man. Ek van maybe 5-7 man.
The debate is.
They debate. They all sit, we shoot. As I hear maybe one host is gaan. Waarvan af kom Khwati, it's debate. So they can come, maybe it will probably
I
have
don't
10
care gore
episodes.
kwa
there.
di tswa mo go mang gents not as ni me argument ni me argument is hoe kom wat nie in ga kry om te sê or hoe kom steek jy nie om hand om sê mona ke na ke tleng ka di ding mpeng mo for fronting ke tlo go tlhalosetsa mo se di ding e tswa kae
Wat gaat daar?
mo tlhaloganya is matik
Dat was hoor.
matik
Maar I think
This is and man have done
let us
it.
conclude, man.
Yeah.
I think for the final question of the day. Yeah, the final question. Nee, stabula.
Stabula.
The
stabul
the final, not a final, probably the
nee maar transfer
Yeah, smooth.
smoke break
Nes mood.
Let's move to work, yeah.
yeah that's smoke break
The question on everybody's lips, man. Probably one of the biggest songs that ever came out of this province. It is not one of. It is the biggest song that ever came out of this province. I've never seen.
Siamo
See, me bra, nee, dit man. Pause, man.
si los IB
Nek los of.
ja
Understand?
ek luister so
Probably one of the biggest songs that ever came out. What it could have been. Understand?
bra
I feel like the levels that song reached is probably, and you never probably made money out of the song. To
except for performances
yeah, besides yeah, that you never made in terms of streams, numbers. You understand the right things and everything. You understand, and you had a team that was supposed to. You understand?
Which song?
What is man's grootste song ooit?
Ja, niet die man zijn grootste song. Wat is de grootste
Grootste
song?
song that ever came out of this
Ek
province.
soek Genevieve.
Exactly.
For you.
Ja, ek soek Genevieve.
No, maar hoekom vraag je?
Nee, I wanted to know because what if the man LWAAT did so pushy because everything was just like download.
Yeah, no. At that time, honestly, daar was
and
hij.
ook like as andere mensen beat
Bij
die.
goed zijn.
Just in like there's a lot that's going on with that song.
I feel like it more could
Dat
have
was
been
net-
done, son.
Daar was net Bluetooth en
Data host.
Bluetooth. No, data file host. Ik kom achterna.
was after that, that's way back.
The most downloaded song can you of in a day. Is die man.
Oh, chill.
Chill.
Somebody
Yo,
took
somebody took soul. Ik ken niet wat het
Ja, maar 30K.
of wat.
30K in een dag.
Een dag.
Yeah, and that time.
That time, chief. That time, man. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, man, I can't you meet
What time
up.
is this man ever do?
Jugu ki mumita ko worki. Jugu ki mumita ko worki. He is surrounded by Emi sos yi ne. Jugu osos da. Mano yi sa berke van ausisse. So ek staan mas no yi. Ja, maar hoe kom die ausisse by Emi so? En bote ba se kwa. Bote ba se kwa. As ek was so lang. Is no reg. Ja man. Is mes die boy. Ook en ek is gelalene. Ek maak mos nou die kind so. Dan ja, ken jy wat maak hy skelm?
Ah, man. Hey, checking the baby, you know, relax.
Ek check ook in is nou. Camera kere.
Yes.
Hey man, me and you, we gonna work together one day. Abandura net so.
Okay.
Hey man, hardly 3 weeks, bro.
Ah, man.
3 weeks. Hardly 3 weeks.
Jesus.
He pulled through Lemonka's connection. Lemonka akizu chwere mang. And then he came through. He played 7 beats.
Away.
Beat number 7 is the song that we made up. And the verse that I'm kicking there and the chorus, they were already recorded. It was my song on a killer beat. On a killer beat, house beat. Shout out to Killer Beats one time.
Away.
Bodderach. So I recorded that verse, and the rest is history, bro. I remember.
Nota.
Yeah.
So I remember performer ko things. And then Zelda and Revito. Ke Black Diamonds ke Soul. Solo ar shware mona kanjele dir kon. Checka ye. What? Soul. Tara performed it la show kill. Utla der sokola gotsen. Hier sokola gotsen.
Revito Black Coffee Day.
Revito bra. Yeah, as ons dwadla. On street. Skes gaset man. Skes 2 minutes. Say man a chance away. Yeah, you obviously. Yeah man, Mike. Ek is bande. Opklim. Hey man, ek staan so om nie Mike ek sê.
Dat was raar.
Je nog sterker uit die. Je palama goed. Tema palama goed.
Cool, je moet naam. Goed. Ja, die man. Die man zegt goed. Je moet dan komen naar me.
Los goed er ze eet man.
Let them be,
Hey,
man.
man.
Let him be.
Je loopt te veel man nee.
Away.
Repa holo ga daar man naar wezen. Se man maar chance man dankie man wat. Ga ze check die views. Okopole daai song e upload le gabi. Die over 30k views downloads. En LA voor die eerste upload. Ja, maar baby, in die rat 30 Leone plus wat. So that was the biggest. Baie mensen batla mo gona ba bang hida pa me mana. How did you get it right? Ke juk solutions. Na ki bule nete hela. Ki bule nete.
So yeah, emna
concluding.
yeah.
Ek sal weer koop.
Yeah.
Alsjeblieft.
A biggest. Okay, let me not go there. How was it working with Biggle?
Biggle.
How was it working with Biggle?
It was nothing like I ever imagined because I imagined this guy to be so strict. Nah, Biggle is outie. Nah, that's me out. Even now. Guys, I make call register. We talk often. We call each other often. Send each other messages often. That's my uncle.
That man. O se ile live they see this tsana bua ka tsona o se ile.
Chanso botse another question. Those are the people that you should get.
Mona. I should.
Because of ke khona go ratela ebu.
A story ya
Ja, my ways.
Yo. Ke khona go ratela ebu. Mara go mpotsa view something after. Ke be ke sa easy question. One tlhaloganyo.
So biggest bag o tle wa chaisa from music. And how much was it? Biggest show, biggest bag.
15K D&D.
You made D&D? A club for my D&D?
Yep.
About enough 15K?
Yep.
Just says at least because I've always had this channel. I support a local artist. But 195 clip, but shout out to D&D at 2000 a month.
That one.
I am honestly bad with dates and years.
Yeah. 2010, 2009, that
Neda.
Yeah, that's
Baie fair.
yeah. The original D&D.
And Biggle performed ook there.
So that was your biggest show, or like only the biggest bag?
Biggest bag. Yeah.
And then the biggest show, to say is like the highlight of your career.
Highlight.
Yeah, the highlight of your career.
It'll always go back to my first ever performance, the Tidal Wave. The first ever Poko Theatre, Northern Cape Theatre. We performed the very first song that we ever recorded, which is the Break-In. Temolo really got that song.
Break-In, yeah.
The Break-In. It was a storyline song.
So that was your
I don't care what comes after that. That is my
the highlight
biggest.
of it. Top 5 favorite artists in Northern Cape.
Max.
This is now number 1, Max.
No, not in no particular order.
Okay.
Max. Lebsy. Lebsy has proved himself to a point where I know how he structures his punches. Lebsy Genja. Very sneaky. Ke Max, ke Lebsy.
He can imagine the eerste mens dat I read like he mentioned Lebsy.
Lebsy Genja.
Like Lebsy, yeah.
Look, you said at the moment, not of all time, at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
At the moment, yeah, it's Max.
Why at the moment? Why not of all time?
Okay, do it at all time. Top 5.
Yeah, I don't want you not to take Lebsy out of your list now, because now he's probably gonna take him out.
No.
Away.
Lebsy Wankata no, and Hasumuli no. I've been with Lebsy Suwe. So ke Max, ke Lebsy, Malizi,
Zico. Away.
Tim will be there, but can I exclude him?
Yeah,
Please.
you and Tim away.
Can I also exclude Bongs?
Away.
Michael Simpson.
Why?
Because I feel like everybody, they are the most consistent. So it only makes sense to put him there. Bongs, Koi. Okay, Koi. Koi.
That's one.
anybody that's trying to do this thing the right way, I don't. Gagona blueprint for die ding. So
Big man is not in your top 5.
look, he is. It depends on the criteria that you are asking me. That's why I'm saying,
It's all time. You said it's all time.
But then in which criteria? I'm not that fun.
lyricism.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Favorite, that's what we
Yeah.
asked.
It's
Yeah.
favorite is no.
Oh, your favorite is no.
now. Oh,
Favorite
so
is
then-
now.
Then is that list?
All time
okay.
is all time.
Okay. In
Is it Parapele? Prajim if I know or from all time.
I think you hoitla the all
It's
time.
Nam. Yeah, I think that list.
Okay.
I'm asking you about Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, ne? Do you think is support a local artist, number one, especially hip hop? Ne? Number one. Number two, what do you think they can do to help the music grow?
Is to hear us
Or the
out
artist,
more.
or
What
the
they
artist.
can do is to hear us out more and to put their ear on the ground more. Because we have more. I want to believe we have more local artists as rappers than DJs.
Yeah.
There's too many of us.
Even DJs are rappers.
You understand?
Ugly.
Varied,
K9. That's him. And producers or because they are forced to DJ because it's like
Are they
something
doing
that-
something? No. They don't owe us anything, but we are also not meeting them halfway in terms of how we take ourselves, how we present ourselves. Rappers, soos ek duidelik gesê het, ons dink ons ken. Ons het die ego om te sê mense moet ken van ons. I don't believe in that shit. Nope. It didn't help back then. Will never help tomorrow. Ever. So,
So yeah.
it is what it is.
So your answer is that so Khabari help and it's because
Ke rona re sa helping.
ga re ba meet halfway.
Ke
That's what you
rona
said.
re sa meeting halfway. It's not about them, o gopole. It's not about them. It's about us. Ha ke re gare ga ba re meet halfway. Ke gore rona ga re isi, we are not being visible to them to a point where they can say, okay, this is serious enough for me to inject money.
Because I was listening the speech notice. For local businesses, I don't know, 400 million. For sports, arts and culture, for artists, it's like 408 million for the province. And for SMMEs and VAT loan, that's 404 million. So now it's like, shit, there's so much money, more provincing, and there's so many of us who have companies, but whether it's about, even if what like
Or ga re touch it to a point where re ngapa ebile gore hele.
like even with D&D, D&D is just a portion of Zak.
Yep.
But also, how many rappers are booked for D&D?
Was there even a rapper booked?
No, DJ Rahona. So
Bad for us.
that's bad for us.
Rappers had I didn't love support. I'm not fighting against it. I'm
They
not trying to be
supported what?
political. The KDC, what.
Oh, the KDC, even the KDC one.
What kind of line?
Yeah, the KDC one, there was rappers. There was Blatey.
Oh,
there
okay.
Was, yeah,
They
there
performed.
Was, yeah, I don't know if they performed, but they were
Then,
But I feel like KDC on there, you cannot. KDC you must have rappers because it's a skating event. It's the hip hop culture. You can't deny them there. Yeah. So I think there were like 3, 4, 5. artists who were there. And most of them back really maybe like 10 minutes.
We have a long way to go.
You see, like,
We have
that's what I
a
was
very
saying.
long way to go. And
How old is Kimberley Hip Hop? Like 18, like 20 years now, probably.
How old is?
Kimberley Hip Hop is 20 years
20
now.
years. 2 decades.
Probably.
Found that.
on a very
Is that the ready tell you this shit?
okay, experience.
Java.
On a very professional level, I don't think it's 20 years, but it's been over 20 years. I want to believe.
Yeah, obviously it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Nah. But then, do you feel like it's been a toddler for years now, Kimberley Hip Hop?
It's been in a pilot stage for forever.
Even if,
Silakan,
do you think even if like so menu at no 8 like umchani to shout out to menu umchani to la mo SBC 1 ne umchani to actor and stuff.
Yeah, why?
What?
You spoiling the beans, Papa. I don't know to say
He
But
posted
I
about
saw the post, because everybody knows about
it.
it
He
now.
posted about
He
it.
posted.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
He didn't click me like private. Nah. But it's what I saw. What I so that didn't get what I was
How to tell a cola go?
Wait, that was
Yeah, on so smart too, name. The way menu are pushing that thing and him getting that acting role and what. What does that say about Kimberley Hip Hop, or does it only change menu, sir? Sir.
Dynamic.
Kimberley Hip Hop stands a chance to be on a bigger stage, provided menu takes it to that point.
Yeah.
Because of he doesn't owe anybody.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't owe Kimberley, he doesn't owe Northern Cape, he doesn't owe Number 5, he
Yeah.
doesn't owe Fari, Stop and
He
Stop,
owes us an
nothing.
interview.
Yeah.
He only owes himself to better
Yeah.
the situation.
Whatever happens, whatever steps that he's going to take after this, it's up to him.
It's
Yeah.
all up to him. I say, fool him to say for the yellow Kimberley hip hop or just one or two. No,
It's up to him.
big ups. He doesn't owe anybody. But
Yeah, and even if he doesn't take anyone, still it's like big ups to him. Because maybe
strides, bruh.
maybe it's gonna throw some eyes there. So we need to. We can only hope for that. So what I'm asking you, do you think it's going to work
To our advantage.
Yeah.
I maintain. It depends on menu where Antira Yang and Lerona reacta Yang towards the menu. I chwaranga ting.
Yeah.
I chwara suar sa bone rona gepe mose ena sigirang. Obviously menu tla tlogela go bikinyana uop. Wa tlhaloganya. Ha rona re sa bone dai Ga se home flop mona. It's not his fault because of a hope I maintain doesn't owe us anything.
And MEO, cool. Is there anything that you want to say, MEO?
Jemandala ba jemen doen. Dus otherwise jemeni baie verwag nie as jemen doen. Ek is 8 soos die laaste nommer op die snookerbord.
Chillers bezig met 'n ou on. Ek daal aan die ding, no nog. Chillers bezig met 'n ou on.